welcome to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV. And of course, you can check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to get on there and subscribe. We need people to subscribe. They've got a goal of reaching 1,000, and it just helps bring better quality to you. So it helps everybody involved. So be sure to click on all of our episodes and subscribe, and on any of the shows for BTC Fiber. We do appreciate it. And that's great too. Of course, like it. We definitely want you to like it and leave nice comments. Which, knock on wood, so far they have.
Would you rather them not be truthful?
Yes. If it's mean, yes. I'm just being truthful.
Whatever.
Well, Papa's had a shot today, folks, so he's a little bit
my last one
under the weather. Yeah,
my last one. It took a chunk out of me,
and it does make you slug it. Yeah, it will. Yeah, tonight you won't have to be rocked to sleep tonight. I wouldn't think you. I know Papa very well. He'll sit down in his recliner, and at some point he'll fall asleep watching basketball.
You'll never guess what happened last night.
Probably not.
Pat, I wish they'd do it tonight, or someone. Pat Foster and Laura came down and cooked my supper.
Yeah, I heard about that. I was really happy for you and jealous. I mean, really happy for you.
Nothing like being truthful, Billy.
That's right.
Fish and slaw and hush puppies and homemade tartar sauce.
Dang.
I'm telling you, it was
okay. Now, Pat Foster, I'm sorry, buddy, but I'm going to be at the next one. just letting you know now, because I love fish and hush puppies and homemade tartar sauce. Oh my God, but that's delicious.
I've got a little bit left. I don't have any fish left, but let me tell you, I had enough left
for
dinner.
Anything left?
That was my dinner today.
Okay, so it's gone.
It's gone.
You ain't got no hush puppies left?
Nope.
Daggum. Billy just got left out all the way around, folks.
Bless your little heart.
I know, I tell you what. Okay, we've got some announcements, but I'll let you do yours first, Papa, because I've got looks like 4 here.
This will happen tomorrow, and it will be at the Cold Springs Baptist Church. It starts at 6 o'clock in the morning and will last till 10. And it's a benefit for Tommy Johnson.
Birthday calendar. Yeah, we've been talking about that a little bit.
This is designed to help pay for medical expenses as well as funeral expenses.
It's very expensive.
It's a breakfast, and they're going. I'm sure they'll put on the dog up there. I know those people, and I know them real well. I took Patricia.
Oh yeah, we both know them well.
Church up there many times. Now,
you knew those people even before that, though.
Oh yeah.
I know a lot of people that go there.
Their cost to you if you come is they expect you to give them at least $7, but should you want to give $7 plus
$700,
they'll take it because the donations is what a benefit is all about.
That's literally what they need to get. They need it, so it's for a really good cause.
He left a widow. Her name is Helen.
Okay.
And they will give you those 4 hours to eat breakfast up there. But at the same time, if you want to call an order in and take it home with you, you may do so. Or if you want them to deliver a meal to you, they will do that.
Well,
So you call 533-2125 if that is your need, if you need a meal delivered. But now there are also numbers available if you wish to ask questions about the donations or ask questions about this benefit in any way.
Well, you read those off, because I know I'm missing somebody on a birthday, so that'll give me
D.
time
Lockhart,
to check.
her number is 605-8175. Leslie Lockhart, her daughter-in-law, 827-5699. Ashley Thomas, 618-5065. And Sherry Campbell, 718-5374. Remember the time, and it's tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock. And if you want to stay there and eat those whole 4 hours,
You're
just
more than welcome to.
Keep on buying more breakfast. Keep on buying more breakfast.
Papa, I know you've got a pen. You've always got a pen. I need to borrow your pen just a minute. I knew I was forgetting somebody's birthday. At least I thought of it, right?
I'm never without my pen.
That is a fact. And it's it's helped me out many times.
It's helped out a lot. I have had a lot of people.
I bet a lot of people have been grateful for that pen of yours.
Not everyone carries one.
No, they don't. But I'm sure glad that you do. Even though they've made it really hard to write right here. Because today is the 19th, and that's what I thought. Okay, so we want to wish a happy. I need to write it. I'm writing it down, folks, so they can qualify for the birthday winners on the radio station Monday.
Okay.
So I'll write them down. There's going to be 3 of them. So I'm having to write small and neat, which neither is going to happen. I can tell you that right now.
I'm not saying a word.
Right? It's chicken scratch, pretty much. And you know, these people we got 3 birthdays to tell you about. Today I was going to give most of the week birthdays, but they're all today. Alf, here is your pen. Thank you very much. So we will wish a happy birthday today, and I'll check and make sure there's not any that we missed for like tomorrow. We'll say, and there is a few tomorrow, so we'll say them too. Okay, but happy birthday today to Nancy Seaver. Happy birthday, Nancy. And happy birthday to Susan Reese Oaks, from out on Wheeler Mountain. I love her. I've seen her karaoke many times.
I bet you Nancy's about 35.
Yeah, she's gonna love you now, ain't she? Yeah. I say you look 34, Nancy.
I remember when she was born. I put that
right. And Bruce Bayless. Bruce Bayless is also, it's his birthday today. So happy birthday to Nancy, Susan, and Bruce today. If you see them out and about, folks, be sure to wish them a happy birthday. I hope you, all 3 of you are having a great birthday today.
With birthday cake and ice cream.
That's right. And tomorrow, happy birthday to Pam Sims. We know her well.
Ah, that's my girl.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Pam Sims. Her birthday is tomorrow, the 20th.
I know about how old she is.
Right. And also, happy birthday to Karen Reed. Formerly with the Primary Posse. You know, she did retire. And they miss her up there, but I think she's happy in her retirement, so we're glad to hear that, Miss Karen. Big fan of the show, too, so definitely want to wish you a happy birthday, Karen, and Pam. And I'll make sure I'm not missing anybody else for tomorrow, just to make sure. Ron Sales, which Ron's in Memphis now. I'm not really sure where he's living now.
I have no idea.
Not saw him in a long time, but happy birthday, Ron.
No.
And Jane Wooden. Jane Wooden's is on Sunday, so we'll go ahead and
I know how old she is too.
Right, so
she's about 35.
Right.
Did you hear me, Jane?
And I'll say this is an early birthday too, but it'll be on Monday. So when this episode airs, premieres, she'll hear it. That's when her birthday will be. It's to Peggy Bayless. Happy birthday. I always called her Peg. Peggy Drake Bayless is her name. She works at Citizens Bank in Spencer, but anyway, she was always like a second mom out at Fall Creek Falls when I was a lifeguard. Really? I was best friends with her son Caleb Bayless. You met him a few times. You met him several times, and then Caressa and Corinne. Caressa's with Maxie Brad now. So anyway, Peggy, happy birthday to you. I hope you have a great birthday. You deserve it. And now I'll give I believe it's 4 announcements we said. We'll see.
You told me there were
I
4.
think it's 4 though, yeah. I was trying to see if I could get away with making it down to 3. I want to get a drink before I do these. Okay. Women in agriculture. They're having a program on this topic March the 25th. So that would be on a...
next week.
Yeah, it's on a Thursday. So next Thursday, March 25th. Want to learn about growing herbs? Join the Women in Agricultural virtual session presented by the UT TSU Extension Service in Bledsoe County. The event is March 25th at 6 o'clock p.m. Now you can learn the basics of herb gardening from experts in the comfort and safety of your own home. Everyone must sign up though for the meeting to receive the link for information and to register. Call the UT TSU Extension Office. The number to call is 447-2451. It's 447-2451. You can also email them as well at I would spell that because I'm not. W Simmons. WSIMMON 7 at utk.edu. I think I would just call.
I can learn how to do that? Do you really think I can learn how to do that?
I don't blame you on that one. I can tell you, if those are my options, I would call. That's a lot to remember there. And another breakfast tomorrow, Papa. So they're going to have plenty to choose from for breakfast tomorrow here in Pikeville, aren't they, Papa?
Sounds better than my cup of cocoa.
It sure does.
That's all I had for breakfast this morning, is a cup of cocoa.
Papa, it's pitiful.
I didn't have any money. Could you buy me a breakfast?
Well, I would have. At least get you some dang cereal.
I don't like cereal.
Really?
I don't keep cereal.
Yeah, I've noticed. I've noticed. Well,
forgive me.
This one is Mount Crest. Okay, they always have a good one.
Yes, they do.
Their volunteer fire department breakfast. Their monthly breakfast. That's going to be tomorrow, March 20th, 6 to 10 a.m., weather permitting. Donations can be dropped off today from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The department hopes everyone can attend since this is the first breakfast of the year for them. Oh. I had not realized that, Papa.
No,
okay.
We've been having breakfast all along.
Yeah, they really kicked back up last month big time.
Most of your fire departments.
And I guess I just thought they had to. So this is their first one of the new year. So go check it out. It's always good. And they always do have a good attendance. And remember, all proceeds go for the upkeep of the Mount. Well, the Mount Crest Fire Department. I did have it right. Speaking of fire departments, Papa, I've got 2 more announcements about fire departments. So the first one is Luminary Frostbite Volunteer Fire Department. Now on Saturday, March the 27th, they're going to have an Easter egg hunt.
Oh.
and it's going to be at 2 p.m. There's going to be free hot dogs and sodas for the kids to drink.
When is this then?
Yep, Easter egg hunt on Saturday, March 27th.
Okay,
Now
so Easter's on the 4th of April.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, well that's what it's saying.
So they're
here.
going to have it before Easter.
Yeah.
Easter's on Sunday. They wouldn't want to have it on Sunday.
Right. Yeah, I mean that's not a bad idea. Now, folks, since this is luminary though, it could be. It says at 2 p.m., but now that I'm not sure. It might be Eastern time. That might mean 1 p.m.
They should
Central.
stipulate in the articles.
Yeah, because I don't see it. I don't see that, but
unless Sandy
go
and
on
her
a
staff is smart enough to always transpose what they tell into our time.
Right. Well, I'm just going by past announcements there. I'm going to go on a limb and say that that's Eastern time. But just check and make sure. I'm not 100% on that. Okay, also more fire department news, more food and fire department. That's a theme today. This one is also tomorrow. If you want to eat tomorrow in this town, let me tell you,
you're going to
do
have
it.
plenty of choices.
That's for sure. And the last one is at the new Pikeville City Volunteer Fire Department. This one, that is Papa's neighbor. All right, this one is a chicken casserole dinner. We've talked about this one.
I remember that.
Yeah, and it's going to be tomorrow, 4 to 7 p.m. It's at the new fire department. Now, it says you can eat in or take a plate to go. It's $8 per plate, by the way. But like I said, it's for a good cause. They always are. Now, your plate will include chicken casserole, 2 sides, a roll, dessert, and a drink. Remember, proceeds from the meal benefit the fire department. So you can call ahead for faster service. That includes curbside service. Can't beat that. Dine in or carry out. To confirm they haven't sold out. So
you have 2 options of how to get there. You may go.
Yeah, let's hear this one.
You may go on what's the name of the street I live on? College Street. If you take the western exit or the entrance to the fire department, it's College Street.
Literally.
But if you choose to come in from the east, and they're right there on the corner, then they have a different address than I do, but they're on the same street.
I know, it's crazy.
Mr. Winky Kegel changed that street. What did he name that?
Don't you even try that. You're going to say it. Because I always say it wrong.
I don't ever use that. I don't ever use it. But
I know. See, I'm smart, and I just say it's by Papa's house.
Yeah, but
the
they're
new
right there.
City Hall.
If you go down Main Street South, you'll see it right there on your right.
That's true. You can't miss it. You really can't. Cannot miss it. And that's tomorrow. So lots of events going on tomorrow. Oh, and we talked about this last week because it's when we first found out, Papa. Farmers Market.
Yeah, that's not too far.
Not
next,
at all. It's
April the
3rd.
April the 3rd.
That's right. The Farmers Market is back, baby. April the 3rd. It's coming back, and we are more than ready to have it back. We missed it a lot. A lot of people did too. So
wouldn't it be wonderful?
It'd be really packed out that day.
If they have to enlarge it.
That'd be great. That really would be. Yeah. That would be a good problem to have.
And Cliff's wife,
Gail,
I just talked to her a minute ago. They were letting a lady come in and fill up a booth she had rented.
Okay.
Because they're not opening till April 1st. But she wanted to go ahead and get her stuff in here. And so Gail was telling me that there is a long waiting list of booths available.
Oh, really?
And I said, well, why don't you rent one of these other empty buildings in Pikeville and put in another farmers market? I'm not farmers market. Nickel Road number 2.
And what was her answer to that?
She just laughed.
Yeah.
I got another one right over here.
Exactly. Yeah,
Well, let me
that's
tell you,
theirs too.
That place is cram-packed full.
Yeah, a lot of days.
I
And,
took some stuff
it's
over
nice
there
and cozy in there.
to give Cliff.
Yeah, I hear their phone ringing, by the way.
And he said, I will let you give it to me, but I want you to know that what I do with what people gives me like this, I give the donation to the church.
Yeah, that's good of it.
That's good.
I like that. And speaking of Cliff and Gail, we are going to have we don't know the exact date yet, but we are in the planning stages of an episode with a live audience again, like we did on our 100th episode, which was a lot of fun. But that's where it's going to be. It's going to be over at Ember's Ice Cream Shop and Coffee Cup Antiques. They have a lot of room over there. Whoa. It's really nice, nice atmosphere. So more details to come on that when we finalize a date for it and everything. And you can get tickets. We'll be sure to let you guys know. But that's something in the works.
That's nice.
That I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to that. Because the 100th episode was a lot of fun. All right, Pawpaw. Well, we can do your trivia now.
If you believe in miracles,
I do.
Maybe I'll be around for the 200th.
Hey, that would not be a miracle. You'll be around. Heck, we're almost there. We're, I think, 170 or
is it 170?
Well, it's right at it. Yeah.
Well,
So I'm ready for your famous trivia.
But you know what? I asked Ethan a question a while ago.
Did
he just
you
took
now?
his phone.
Well, at least I don't do that. I can
Well,
do that too.
I would like to think that the people that are listening,
Right. I need to turn mine off, as a matter of fact.
Or watching, that they will try to answer it without looking it up.
Yeah, and I think some do.
That's fair.
I know some people do, and especially the ones watching on TV or YouTube, they definitely they don't look right away. You know what I'm saying? They try to see if they can guess it right, and then
That's the intent of this segment of our program.
yeah. But I mean, if y'all do look at your phone, I mean, heck, that's not a crime, so we're not going to judge you for it.
I won't have you arrested.
Right.
But I'll tell Paula on you.
Right.
All right, number 1. An unopened flower is called a... It's ready to burst open.
Bloom.
No, if it's open, it's a bloom. Starts with a B, though.
Dang it, really?
3 letters. A flower that's not bloomed out yet. It's just getting ready to...
But it's not, okay, it's... No, I might get this. Hang on, though. I thought it was bloom. That's it. I knew it. Thank you. Thank you, Gail. It's bud.
It's just a bud.
I was thinking that, though, but it just wouldn't come to my dang mind. I knew something started with a B.
Carolyn loved flowers. We had a flower bed out by the paper box. We had a flower bed beside the driveway. We had a flower bed beside the carport. We had a flower bed around the tree right there beside the carport. We had a flower bed out in the yard.
I remember.
Nothing but roses and whatever I put in there with those roses.
It was all nice.
Flowers all along the fence row. And you talk about taking the time to water all that in dry weather.
I remember y'all taking care of that. for as long as I can remember, and y'all do a great job of it too.
She loved flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Most common device used to sweep a room.
Well, obviously that would be a broom.
But some people use a vacuum cleaner. But I said the most obvious.
Right. But your question was what again? To sweep
Most
a room?
common device used to sweep a room.
Yeah. Well, that would be a broom, because when I think of a vacuum cleaner, I don't necessarily call that sweeping. I call it vacuuming.
Vacuuming. You know, Carolyn's been dead 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Of all the household chores that I detest the most,
I bet that was it.
dusting and
Oh,
vacuuming.
yeah, vacuum. I knew it was going to be in there.
An ex-soldier is called a... He's retired from the military. Now he's a...
Oh, man.
What do you call a man that's been in the military, but he's no longer in active service?
Inactive. I know that's not it, but
There's a
that's pretty good guess.
There's a three-letter word, but it's short for the whole word. It's short for the whole word, and it's the name of an animal doctor. What do you
it's
call
the
it?
name. Oh, duh. Of course, it's a veteran.
A veteran.
Yes.
And the short for a
vet.
animal doctor is a vet. What do you
It's
call
a
them
veteran.
Vets? Why do you call them vets?
The animal doctors? I don't know. I
Vets.
don't know.
But you know who I'm. I mean, a
I know
doctor is a
what you're
doctor, but an
meaning, yeah.
animal doctor is called a vet.
Yeah, I wonder who
I don't know why.
took the time to
If I had a phone,
come up with
if
that.
I had a phone, I'd look that up. A spider trap. What does a spider?
Oh, a spider web.
A web.
Yeah.
And I've watched them.
Yeah, they work hard.
Spin those webs, and buddy, they don't get stuck on them.
No, they don't.
But you let a fly land on that web, and they're
They
breakfast,
get stuck,
boy. They're
yeah.
breakfast.
And that spider works hard on making that
They
web
do.
now.
And you know what? I don't kill spiders.
No, because they do us a lot of good by
I don't kill
getting
spiders.
rid of them.
I saw
bugs
one
and
yesterday
critters like
when I got home, right on the brick as I walked by, and I didn't bother him. And I've got a little ladybug. When I shave in my bathroom,
Yeah.
he crawls all over that mirror, or she. I don't know. Let me tell you, the lady that I used to have, Ophelia. Everything in her house is ladybug.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. A big roll of bills that R.D. Robertson always carried. What do you call
Well, would
them?
that be called a wad of cash?
A wad. I asked R.D.
Finally,
one
I
time, I
think
said,
about
R.D.,
it.
why do you carry so much money with you?
What
And you know
was
what his
his
answer-
Yeah, I'd like to know. I'd like to know that.
He said, Albert, you never know when you're going to run into someone that has something valuable they'll be willing to part with for just a little bit of cash that they've got to have right now. And they'll part with something that's more precious because they need that money so badly. He said, I've got the money. He told me that.
Well, you could have countered that with, well, RD, have you ever thought about, man, it's a bad idea too that they know you have that money and they're going to take it from you?
RD
That would be a good argument for
RD
for
also
that.
told me one time that he owned 4,000 acres of land.
Oh, yeah, he did.
I hate to pay the taxes on 4,000 acres of land.
Yeah, he owned a lot, I know that. A lot.
Okay, Tennessee's going to play today.
Wait, are we still in trivia?
Listen, man,
Well, I have to check sometime.
Tennessee, if they lose 70-69, you would say they lost by a...
Point. Well, you would.
I know, but a close loss is...
Yeah.
What's it called? We lost by Starts with a W. It's what you
with a
shave.
W?
It's what you shave. It's what you get. It's what you got. What you need shaved.
We lost. Well, by whisker. That's
whisker.
right. That's
we
right.
lost by a whisker.
Yeah, that's a saying.
The ladies place. Well,
they play some. Yeah.
I'm getting into sports.
Hopefully.
Tarzan's son. What was his name?
Tarzan's son.
Tarzan's son.
Oh crap! I don't know because I forgot about him having his son.
You remember his wife's name?
Jane.
Jane.
Me Tarzan, you Jane. I remember that. That's
do you remember what they named their son?
Apparently not. I can't think of it.
It was a son. They called him Boy. I read.
Very simple people.
I read where somebody had a child and they didn't name that child for 3 months. And finally somebody visited and asked them what the name of the child was. And they said, well, we never have named him.
That is crazy.
I read it, Billy.
I'm not saying you're lying, but you know as well as I do that's just plumb crazy to do that. That would seem like a lot of stress just to
and here you
that
are.
part of. But what did they decide on? Did it say?
Yeah, but I forgot.
Well, crap.
But listen, Billy.
Well,
I'm talking about somebody that had no name.
Oh, that's true.
Johnny, William, Paul, Bridges. You've got 4. You could have spared one.
I sure could.
Last question in the trivia. An artificial duck is called you put it out on the water to try to draw other ducks to land out there and it'd be safe.
Artificial.
That artificial duck is a
rubber ducky.
What?
A rubber ducky.
A rubber ducky. That's what you put in the bathtub with you. Oh my God!
I couldn't think of the answer.
And you know they'll put up a deer that's just not a real deer.
Oh yeah.
To try to attract another deer.
Yeah, that's true.
But those things that hunters use, they use them to fool the real.
So they're luring on there.
They're luring them, so they're luring them with a what? What do you use whenever you throw a bait out and you bring it back to you? You make
a fishing rod.
Yeah, but you make them think that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a decoy.
It's a decoy. It's a decoy.
Decoy.
Man, as soon as you started to say that, of course duh, I should have knew that.
But whenever a fisherman throws a top lure out on the water, when he starts bringing it back, it's to make that fish think it's a real live bait.
And it works. Well, not always, but it works. You know.
That's all I have.
It works.
Now, are you ready for sports?
Yeah, try to get this situated right here. It's driving me bonkers. Okay, I'm ready for sports now.
This is interesting today. Be sure and listen, folks.
Don't you dare not listen, folks.
On Tuesday, March the 7th, Tennessee had 3 football players indefinitely suspended from the team. Those 3 players were at Stokely Hall.
Yeah.
They were doing something they should not have done. They were somewhere where they should not have been.
Oh.
But what they got them for is charges of misdemeanor drug possession.
Okay.
Those players
that basically means it was probably weed.
Well,
I mean, that more than likely that's what that
misdemeanor.
is. Yeah.
That's not major.
Right.
But yet they're suspended from the team. Aaron Willis was a linebacker. Isaac Washington was a defensive tackle.
Okay.
And a linebacker, Martavius French.
I think I saw him play in a couple games. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hopefully
they may get reinstated.
Yeah.
They may get reinstated.
Yeah.
The thing about doing wrong, you'd like to think that somebody recognizes they've done wrong.
Yes.
They're sorry for it. And they pay whatever penalty is imposed by the coach or by
That's exactly right. And then you gotta give them a second chance, cause
second chance.
I hate to break it to people, but nobody's perfect. So
you're not. There's very few of us left.
Right.
Basketball. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I know. In a few minutes, I'll be here. Well, that's the first mistake I ever did make today. Yeah, basketball, Papa, I'm excited about because it's March Madness time.
The SEC tourney.
Yeah, it was good.
They had 4 play-ins yesterday.
In the NCAA tournament, yeah. That was the big dance.
But Tennessee plays today at 3:30.
In the first round.
They play Oregon State. They have an 18-8 record. That thanks to that win over Florida, made them 2 out of 3 against Florida this year.
I know.
They won 78-66. That's 12 points
against Florida. Yeah.
Okay. In that game, Yves Pons blocked 9 shots.
Oh yeah, he played great that game.
That 1 feat earned him SEC all-tourney team.
It should have.
I think it. I mean, he made the team, all-tourney team, and I believe it was that one.
It was that game. I mean, they made the semifinals, so they deserved to have at least a couple of players on the all-tourney team. And he played like a game. That's like a career game right there. It's a lot of blocks.
In that Florida game, Vescovi had 14. Keon Johnson had 13. Josiah James had 12, and Springer and Pons both had 11. So we had 5 players in double figures.
I wish they could do that all the time because they would be unbeatable. They really would be.
That's just 76 points though. But their defense held them to 66.
Yeah,
that's what you.
Yeah, because that's a balanced scoring attack.
But sad news in that game, and I was watching the game, so I saw it happen.
Yeah, it cost them the next day. I feel like
that player was ejected from the game that elbowed Fulkerson.
He should have been,
and they had to take him to the hospital. But that boy that did that apologized.
Yeah.
To Fulkerson.
Yeah, and hopefully it was sincere. It did seem sincere later on.
But it was an intentional foul.
Yeah.
No other way you can make it.
There was no need for that.
You would think
at all.
You would think that he was doing it to get Fulkerson out of the game.
I agree. I agree.
Because it took him out of the game.
It did, but it took itself out too.
Yeah.
But it did affect Tennessee. I mean, they almost beat Alabama the next day without Fulkerson.
Okay, we lost the next game to Alabama by 73-68.
But it was much closer than that.
That was a very closely fought game, very well fought game. But again, you're not going to win in the SEC by scoring 68 points.
No.
Not going to do it.
And they have to, this is a problem with the Lavoss too, that they've kind of corrected. I've seen improvement in that anyway. And the problem is closing out ball games. Like,
if you've got it,
you keep it.
It's in your grasp.
Tennessee, the men against Alabama, who was the top seed in the SEC tournament, Tennessee led the whole game.
Most of the game.
Yes, the whole game, and then ended up losing. It was hard to watch.
Here again, you had Jones with 20 and Springer with 18. Those two freshmen have set the pace.
They have. They've come on strong. They're more consistent than the
Pons and Fulkerson had just increased their scoring level by 5 apiece.
Oh, man.
We would have won all our games.
Oh, yeah. That's why when they're balanced Pawpaw, and everybody's scoring, they can beat anybody in the country.
I believe we can. This will be Tennessee's 23rd trip to the big dance.
Wow, I thought it'd be more than that.
23. Now,
okay.
our coach, Barnes, this will be his 25th trip. He's been there. He was.
Well, he went a lot.
Texas.
With Texas. Yeah, he had some success at Texas. That's for sure.
But we're playing in Indiana today in this tournament.
Is it?
I don't know where in Indiana.
I was trying. Yeah, I'll look it up here in a few minutes.
But anyway, Gonzaga. They're 26-0. They have not lost a game.
Are they ranked number 1, man?
Yeah.
That's amazing, isn't it? When you sit back and think that is a mid-major.
There's
that's a UTC. That's a school the size of UTC.
Yeah.
Like people don't stop and think how amazing this is. What
it's
they've
not like
done
UT. It's not like
no,
UT.
this is a small school, and they've been consistently doing this for probably 25 years now.
They've got a pretty daggum good coach.
They do. I mean,
but
it's just amazing.
They get good players.
They do.
In this tournament, you won't have Duke. You won't have Kentucky.
I know.
And they've always been there.
I know.
And that shows you how the mighty have fallen, buddy.
Well, I reckon. Look, North Carolina got in. That would have been really strange if all 3 of them hadn't made it. That would have been insane.
But anyway, 68 teams started out yesterday, and all of them want to be number 1.
Yeah, and
there's only going to be 1.
Yeah. And I watched one of those games yesterday, UCLA and somebody, dang it, Michigan State maybe. I can't remember, but it went into overtime. Yeah.
Well, I think there's those teams. Surely, out of 68 teams, there's got to be some that are competitive. They won't be runaways.
Oh yeah, they were good. They were good games yesterday.
In golf on Sunday at Ponte Verde, California.
But before you get on to golf, though, we'll call it here. Mark my word, there'll be at least one upset. At least one upset.
There'll be more than
in
one.
the first round of the NCAA tournament. Yes,
you always have that.
You got Cinderella.
Sleeper.
Yeah,
you always have that sleeper.
Who'll be Cinderella this year, I reckon.
You just don't ever know how that adrenaline gets to flowing.
You don't. They can get out there and play the game of their life against a favored team. You know, it don't matter. They're playing the game of their life. They're nothing to lose.
Sometimes it's not how the coach can draw the X's and O's.
No.
Sometimes it's what he can instill in those players with just what he appeals
Absolutely.
to them, just how he speaks to them, the fervor with which he speaks. He can create within them a desire to win greater than what they're capable of.
Absolutely.
So
that's coach, very important.
A coach has got to be a psychiatrist too.
They do. They do.
In golf in Ponte Verde, California on Sunday, Justin Thomas at the 8th hole was behind by 4 strokes. There's only 16 holes in a round of golf. It's half over. He's 4 strokes behind. He wins by 1.
Whoa! He must have really turned it on there at the end.
By winning by 1 stroke, he took home a check for $2,700,000.
Wow!
That's unreal.
Yeah.
That was one of your majors, Players Championship tournament.
Oh, that explains that.
But still, to be that far behind with just 8 to play.
That's an amazing comeback.
For him to make up 5 holes in 8 holes. He made up 5 strokes in 8 holes.
That's very impressive, and that does not happen very often.
That's not leaving much room for bogeys.
No.
Okay. The Lady Vols will be playing in San Antonio.
Oh, really?
They've got a 16-7 record.
They would have had 20 wins, I'm sure, if they had some games that got canceled that they just never could get rescheduled.
But You would think they'd like to goose that record up to maybe get closer to 20.
Well, yeah. Well, I hope their goal is to make the Final Four and win the national championship. Because let me tell you, it is possible.
It's possible.
The talent is there.
If Davis comes up with about 50 points,
yeah, I mean, they'll be unstoppable once they get to the point where somebody besides Renata Davis, like she needs help.
And Burrell.
Yeah, Burrell is the one that helps her the most by far. But they need that third go-to scorer, and they don't have that.
Scoring 6 or 8 points won't get done.
No.
But they play MTSU. You would think, well, MTSU won't have a chance. But you never know.
No, yeah, you don't ever know. I obviously favor Lady Vols in that one, but I'm not surprised. MTSU is a mid-major powerhouse.
They are a mid-major.
And they're very good. They always have good years in women's basketball.
They'll be playing at 1 Sunday.
That'll be a good game, guys.
This will be their 39th appearance in the Big Dance.
Yeah, they've made the turn. Tennessee is the only team, not UConn, not Stanford. Tennessee is the only team that can say they have made every single NCAA tournament.
They went to 27 consecutive Sweet 16.
Yeah, that's amazing. That is amazing.
Can you believe that? I threw that in just for a little bit of nostalgia.
It's amazing. I mean, the things that Pat Summitt did.
Kelly Harper is the second coach to ever bring 4 different teams to the Big Dance.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive too. I feel like
the other one was Jim Foster. It used to be coach at UTC.
Yeah, he sure was.
But listen, let me throw another little thing in here. Rick Pitino is back.
No way.
With Iona from the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference.
I've heard of them. I've heard. What's he doing? Is he going to coach them?
He is the coach. He's bringing his 5th team, 5 different schools that he's been coach of, that he's brought them to the dance. Rick Pitino.
I cannot. I mean, that is very impressive. But I thought he was kind of having to take a time out.
I did too.
I didn't even know he was coaching right now or was allowed to.
You wait and see. He'll be at some school besides Iona.
Yeah, I cannot believe that, Papa.
Now,
neither one knew he was even coaching this year.
No, wasn't anywhere on my mind remotely.
Well, after what he got charged with Louisville, I didn't think he'd coach again, to be honest with you. And here he is taking another team to the Big Dance.
Not every school will give you that second chance like Auburn did.
That's true.
Bruce Pearl.
That's true.
But I really believe that there would be enough people in the state of Tennessee, they would have wanted Bruce Pearl back.
Oh, man. Yes.
I really believe it.
I was one of them, I admit it. I was one of them.
Now I want to talk to you about gambling in sports. This is an article that Jay Greason wrote this article today. And it blew my mind.
Really?
It blew my mind. So I wrote this down.
It is major in sports.
Which event in sports is the #1 draw for gambling dollars? People bet on it more than anything. Would you think the Super Bowl?
I wish you'd give me multiple choice.
Okay, let me just say.
I think I know it. I do, but
the Super Bowl, I would have thought, would have gotten the most.
Yes, but that's not it.
But the Super Bowl only, this is before COVID set in now.
Well, still, go ahead.
The Super Bowl garnered $6.8 billion in gambling money.
Is it the Kentucky Derby?
No.
It's not. Wow, a lot of people gamble on that.
You better believe it.
Okay. So
that's one race. This is one game. Now, how about this weekend, the NCAA?
Oh, March Madness.
March Madness.
Maybe that's...
Think about 68 teams.
Yeah.
And how many people are their favorite team is in there, and
Oh, yeah.
they think my team will win. Listen how much money is bet. $8.5 billion.
Goodness.
You think that's tops?
It's gotta be close.
Let's dig a little deeper.
No way.
This blew my mind. The World Cup. They play
Really?
64 matches in different countries. All these different countries.
Yeah.
The World Cup. Listen, it's been watched by 3.57 billion people.
Whoa,
that
that's a lot of people.
That many people wagered a staggering $136 billion
Man alive.
on those matches.
I would have never thought that was the number one answer. No.
I would not. But back to the big dance.
Man.
The chances of winning and matching those 68 games, 68 teams. The winner on all, you pick out the right card that you pick the winner every game. Here's your chances. 1 in 9.2. Listen, quintillion. Now let me tell you what a quintillion is.
I'm just going to go out and say
I want to get it down where you can understand. That was 1.92 quintillion. That's your chance of winning. A quintillion is one quintillion is a billion billions.
Goodness.
So what chance would you have of
you don't.
Drawing up the winning
you don't
teams every game?
No, there's no way. People try, but the brackets are usually broken within a few games being played. They really are.
One thing different with the COVID, you don't have all those office pools.
Yeah.
Where people get together and they'll put out $100 here and say, I've got $100 here.
They sure do.
But anyway,
I'll maybe give a pick as to who I think will win the men's and women's. I think I'll give that pick next week, though.
Well, I think
let's see how some of them play.
I think Connecticut are. Well, I don't know.
They're very beatable. Connecticut's very beatable, though. Arkansas beat them. Tennessee definitely should have beat them. They literally just gave the game to them.
Away on the tail end.
Tennessee led that whole game, the whole game. So, if they do play UConn tournament, they're not going to be scared of them, and they can beat them. South Carolina can beat UConn. Stanford will beat UConn if they play. Stanford, really and truly, Stanford is probably the best team in the country. They just had a period of time, very beginning of the season, I believe, where they lost a couple of games that they shouldn't have, but they've not lost since. And we talked about it on here. She hauled in the #1 recruiting class. They're good. They're good.
Well, I'd say the women's side of the equation, you've probably got 4 or 5 teams
that have a really
that are capable.
Yeah.
And in the men's division, you probably don't have more than 3.
This year, I know. I don't know.
Because with Duke gone and Kentucky gone,
that's insane.
It's up for grabs.
That's how it feels.
Gonzaga. Gonzaga, not Gonzaga. Gonzaga. Z-A-G spells Zag.
And they're called the Zags.
Yeah, they're called the Zags.
They sure are. Well, that's it for sports.
Yeah, we're through with the sports.
We'll give some picks on this subject next week, folks. But Well, yeah, I was about to make a pick. I'm tempted to, Papa, but no, I'm not going to do it till next week. So, having said that, we're going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, it'll be time for Papa's favorite time of the show. The part of the show named after him, Albertology.
But I really like sports.
I know you do. I really like it too.
Because Albertology, I've got to really dig to come up with things to talk about.
Well, yeah.
But sports, you've got 4 or 5 sports that you can keep up with.
That's true.
Football.
There's always something going on.
Yeah.
Even if it's behind the scenes, there's always something.
Sometimes it's just marbles. But.
Oh, Marianne Campbell, Marianne Boynton gave me something on that on Facebook, and I'm going to show it to you. And it's going to prove that I'm right and you're not. So I'm going to find that. But Albertology is coming up after the break, folks. Keep it right here.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
I'll take care of less today, Dylan. Oh, doggone, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay until I hear error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Ben Buckner here, General Manager of Victory Pre-Owned of Dunlap. I'm here to let everyone know that Victory offers a full-service garage open to the public. Our mechanics are ASE certified and locally known and have over 20 years of experience. From our $29.95 oil change to complete car care, no job is too big or too small. Come in and check us out, 15480 Rankin Avenue, right in the middle of Dunlap, Tennessee. Locally known and have over 20 years of experience. From our $29.95 oil change to complete car care, no job is too big or too small. Come in and check us out, 15480 Rankin Avenue, right in the middle of Dunlap, Tennessee. Locally known and have over 20 years of experience.
Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV and BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to get on there and subscribe, folks. And Papa, well, we'll get to you in just a minute. First, we'll thank our sponsors. Citizens Tri-County Bank. I'll be quicker this time. Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance. Ask for Sadie. Scotty's, offices of Emma Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Farm Bureau Insurance, Pikeville Family Dentistry, The Loom, Nickel Row Antiques. They'll be back open in a couple of weeks, folks.
Yeah.
The Getting Place and Morgan Brothers, The Venue. Also Gibbs Pools, State Farm Insurance, and Milldown Outdoor Adventures. Thanks to all of our sponsors. And now it's time for the part of the show named after Papa, Albertology.
All right, are you ready?
I'm never ready for Albertology, but ready as I'm going to be.
The lowest states for tax.
Oh.
Local tax threshold for the average household in the states.
It's saying that the taxes are low there, not high.
Right.
Okay.
What each household pays.
Okay.
Number 1 is Montana.
Ah, cool.
2 is Delaware.
I've been
3
there.
is West Virginia. These
Been there.
these fool me. Alabama, I understand, that's in the South. Tennessee's number 5.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. That means we're paying low taxes.
That's state taxes and local taxes.
okay.
So that's one reason so many people are moving here into
I
Tennessee.
know it.
I think.
Well, I've been to all those states except the first one, Montana, and that's the one I want to go to the most. And something always happens, and I don't get to go. You went.
Went to Montana, been to West
You went
Virginia.
on a
been
good
to-
road trip. Yeah, I've been to the other ones, but you went on a good road trip out west, and
Yeah, we
got to
did.
see Montana.
We were gone 8 days.
Yeah, and you could do a whole lot more than that out there, really.
I think we covered 4,600 miles. Ask Marilyn.
That's Marilyn, the
This is-
smart woman.
This will be interesting to most people.
Oh, really?
The fellow that wrote this question into her says, it seems that whenever I change television stations to look for a good show, I get ad after ad instead. What percentage of time
Boy,
does a television channel give to advertising?
a lot.
She said, well, now you're right, it does seem like a lot. But the average time that a television channel consumes for ads is 15 minutes out of the hour.
Yeah.
Some channels will go
That's
as
quite a
low
bit
as
though, really.
11 minutes.
Really? I haven't found those channels yet.
I've got some cryptic quotes. This
Some
one is
crypto quotes.
this
Okay.
is by Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. All right.
He says, just because a man lacks the use of his eyes does not mean he lacks vision.
Well, that's a powerful statement.
Powerful statement.
Coming from a blind man. That's powerful.
This one is by Little Richard.
Okay.
I picked these out.
He just passed away, didn't he, not long ago?
He said, I am the innovator. I am the originator. I am the emancipator. I am the architect of rock and roll.
Dang. He wasn't shy, was he? He could give himself
This is
some
by
praise.
This is Jerry Lee Lewis. You remember?
Yeah, oh, yeah, that's another big time star from that
My
day.
mama always said, you and Elvis are pretty good, but y'all ain't no Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry must have been something else, really.
Must have been. I've heard of him, but
Do you remember a television program called The Twilight Zone?
yeah,
Rod Serling was the MC.
yeah.
This is what Rod Serling says. And he wrote this on Martin Luther King's birthday.
Okay.
Martin Luther King asked for nothing but that which was his due, equality. And it is that which we denied him.
Right.
That's
powerful.
sobering.
Yeah.
Barbra Streisand, you remember her?
Yeah, she's a legend.
Do you know who her husband is? Somebody was talking about
I
him
can't. I mean, I've seen him with her and stuff. I can't think of his name.
They've been married a long time.
Long time.
She says we all need to pray for and thank our health workers who are risking their lives to save others.
Yeah. Yeah, we should do that. All year long. Every year.
And Martin Luther King's wife, Coretta, said this: hate is too great a burden to bear.
Yes.
It injures the hater more than the hated.
That's so true.
Yeah,
It's so true. I mean, I know that's easier said than done. It's probably what a lot of people think on that, but There's a lot of truth to that, though.
Herbert Hoover was was the president during
We talked about him.
Depression.
Yeah.
He says, about the time we can make the ends meet, somebody moves the ends. Okay.
That's pretty good.
I'm going to go
Now,
down to the stories. I found the
They're
banks.
called jokes, people. Anyway.
Joke. I found the banks.
Oh, good. Now maybe next week I can get you to say Gonzaga, right?
Gonzaga.
There you go.
Why I can't say that? All right.
I don't know. But
Teacher.
Sure is funny.
No, Father, said Dorothy, that bank in which you told me to put my money is in a bad way. In a bad way, returned her father. Why, my child? That's one of the strongest banks in the country. What in the world gives you that idea? Well, said Dorothy, it returned one of my checks today for $25 marked no funds. She got the wrong idea somewhere, didn't she?
She sure did. I think she's in a bad way.
Did anybody drop a roll of bills with the rubber band around them? A man said. Yes, I did, said several people in the lobby. Well, I just picked up the rubber band.
Oh.
I used to know Mr. Smithers, who was with your firm. I understand he's a tried and trusted employee. The banker looked at his questioner coldly and said, he was trusted, yes, and he will be tried if we're fortunate enough to catch him. I think he kind of took advantage of some of the funds available.
He sure did.
The banker says, what do you mean by telling me that you had 7 years experience in a bank when you never had a job before? The man said, well, you advertised that you were looking for a man with imagination. I want to know,
Pretty good comeback right there now.
said the grim-faced woman, how much money my husband drew out of the bank last week. I cannot give you that information, madam, answered the man in the cage.
Oh.
You're the paying teller, aren't you? Yes, but I'm not the telling payer.
There you go.
On his deathbed, a manufacturer named 6 bankers as his pallbearers and explained
Gosh.
that as they had carried him for so long that they might just finish the job. And an acquaintance of a man who ran a newsstand in front of a bank tried to borrow $5 from the man that had the newsstand.
That's not a bad amount of money.
It would give me the greatest pleasure to help you out, said the newsstand man.
Right.
But were it not for an agreement I have with this bank. Well, I don't follow you, said the man. Well, it's this way. I agreed not to make any loans if the bank agreed not to sell any newspapers, so I can't help you. Dad, said the financier's son, running into his father's office, lend me $500.
Dang.
What for, my boy? I've got a sure tip on the market. How much shall we make out of it? Asked the dad. A couple of hundred for sure. That's 100 for you and 100 for me. So the dad said, okay, here's your 100. Let's consider that we have made this deal.
Yeah.
And that it has been successful. You made 100 and I say 400.
That's a good way to teach him a lesson.
That's all of my bankers.
That was pretty good, Papa. Well, you can tell a couple more of any topic.
Right. This is
Well,
sales.
two more.
These are some of the things that salesmen tell you. The customer said, "And to what do you owe your extraordinary success as a house-to-house salesman?" Though the salesman said, "To the first 5 words I utter when a woman opens the door. My first 5 words are, 'Madam, is your mother in?'"
Ooh.
You might be a liar.
That's
too.
slick. Yeah.
The
Guarantee
lie-
that gets you through the door, though.
I had a friend that was a door-to-door salesman.
Really?
He sold Watkins products. Joel, you can buy Watkins down at Joel's drugstore.
Okay.
And he told me that he kept up with every 10 calls he made 1 sale.
Huh.
He said, "When I get into the 10th home, I'll make a sale."
Wow.
That I would not want to be a salesman.
No.
The live wire salesman walked into the factory and demanded an interview with the manager. "Look here, sir," he began energetically. "I'd like to talk to your men and sell them my correspondence course on how to put fire and sparkle into their work." The manager turned pale. "Get out of here," he roared. "Get out, you idiot. This is a dynamite factory." I thought that was really cute.
That was good. I was wondering why he's having that tone with him. No wonder.
This is a dynamite factory. Sales manager: "I think it's a good time to sell the Joneses a car." The salesman said, "What makes you think so?" The manager said, "Their neighbors has a new one."
No. Keep up with the Joneses. I like that. One more, Papa.
All right. "Yes, me and Bill are in partnership in this selling game, but we don't carry the same goods." "Explain yourself." "Well, Bill goes around selling a stove polish that leaves a stain on your fingers. And 2 days later, I go around with the only soap that will take it off."
That's pretty slick. That's actually really smart, isn't it?
That is smart.
That's a good strategy.
This one is short.
Okay, we'll do one more.
"What's this big item on your expense account?" said the sales manager. And the traveling salesman said, "Oh, that's my hotel bill." The manager said, "Well, don't buy any more hotels."
That's pretty good.
Don't buy any more hotels.
Those were all pretty good, Papa.
They were funny.
They were, and some so true. Especially the ones about the salesman, for sure. Well, that was some good Albertology, Papa.
I think so.
Well, once again, we'll tell everybody to be hungry tomorrow. All right,
Well, we've got
the
the places
20th.
to
Lots. I tell you, you have the breakfast at Cold Springs, right? Cold Springs Baptist
For
Church is
4
tomorrow. I believe it's 6 to 10 a.m.
Yes.
6 to 10 a.m. But you also have a breakfast at the Mount Crest Fire Department. That's also tomorrow from 6 to 10 a.m. And you also have later on in the day tomorrow, you can get you some supper, get you a good chicken casserole dinner at the Pikeville Volunteer Fire Department, next door to Papa's neighbor, at the new Pikeville Volunteer Fire Department. That's all tomorrow, so
The name
plenty
of that,
to eat tomorrow.
The name of that street is Municipal Drive.
There you go. There you
It's
go.
On the other end of the street, it's College Street. If you want to send me any kind of mail, just send it 29 College Street. I'll get it.
Oh, man. I don't even know where to begin on that one.
They buried Jack Marsh today. Jack Marsh and I graduated together.
I didn't even know he passed away until today. I did not know.
And his wife, Clara
Clara
Joe, used to
Jo.
work for Vicky at the bank.
Oh, yeah.
she was sitting there, and someone told me that she might not even be there. She has Alzheimer's so bad.
Oh, crap, I didn't know that.
She knew me, and she talked to me.
Oh, good.
And looked good. Looked good. I was proud I got to see her.
Oh, man, me too. And I didn't know she
But we graduated in 1953. 1953.
That's good people there. And so keep that family.
Hard worker.
Yeah.
Well, anytime you're a farmer, you're a hard worker.
That's right. So
I would not make a good farmer.
Keep them in your prayers, the Marsh family. And once again, we'll say happy birthday to Nancy Seaver, Susan Oakes, and Bruce Bayless. You guys have a great birthday weekend. And we will see you next time, folks, for another edition of the Albert and Billy Show. So long, folks.
See you later.
Brought to you by Bledsoe Telephone Cooperative, your full-service telecommunications provider right here in the Sequatchie Valley.